Hey guys, welcome to Jack and Cameron. Broke levels. Hey guys, welcome to Jack. And again. Hey guys, welcome to Jack and Cameron. With this week, we're doing another high-energy entertainment thing because we really like doing them, and apparently you really like hearing them, so we're doing them again. Woo!
Can I just point out to everyone listening? Replay from the you do like the whole play from blah 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 on YouTube. Play from 0000 and act like you're listening to like a porno or something, because for some reason Jack was breaking levels, so he had to speak in like a sexy voice. You're like, hey guys,
and welcome to the Jack and Cameron show. This week we're getting sexy,
which we're probably not.
I might actually leave in me doing breaking levels, and just to give it just give a reference. So as seems to be the case with these, we're going to share some stories, quip a little bit, be a bit racist, and then wrap it up after about 20 minutes.
I don't want to be racist,
but I do. So,
whoa,
why don't you go shag a sheep, Welsh boy?
Oh, that's uncalled for and doesn't make any sense considering you're also Welsh.
Minor details. They're irrelevant. So I kind of want to jump straight into a story here, and it's a story that I tell a lot because I love it. It's a story about my father, and it's from years ago, right? So picture me. Picture me, right? Sexy face, good voice,
Little old Jack.
Little Jack, little fat Jack, right? Because it was before I lost weight. I'm about, 13, maybe 14, right? Possibly 15 at a push. And I'm sitting there, I'm on my computer, I'm having fun, I'm probably playing WoW or something, I'm leveling up my Death Knight, I'm exploring Azeroth, and my dad comes in. And, as he does, I am my dad's son after all. He does want to speak to me. And,
I hate you! Leaves.
Yeah, you're an accident! Shuts the door. No, actually, you've reminded me of a story I want to tell about Jon's dad in a sec as well, but I'll get to that. So, yeah, he comes in, he's making conversation, and eventually the conversation sort of goes to, because I hadn't had a girlfriend in, years, and he's sort of teasing me, why haven't you had a girlfriend, you're gay, aren't you, you're gay, and I just sort of went, like father, like son, right? And my dad's, he's grinning, his face drops, stares me in the face and goes, yeah, well, I fucked your mother, slams the door, doesn't speak to me for the rest of the day. Just the anger in his eyes when he said it was incredible.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and like I said, he didn't speak to me for the rest of the day. He was really upset that I'd called him gay.
Your dad's not homophobic though, is he?
Not at all. No. I just think he's insecure.
Or he is gay.
Dude.
Sorry.
I fucked your mother. Shut up. No. And you reminded me during that story of a thing about Jon's dad. So Jon, on the off chance you listener are watching this and you don't know who Jon is Jon. And
Jon is a figment of Jack's imagination that we all just play along to because his social worker told us to.
Well, Jon was a friend who died, and I haven't accepted that yet.
Lol.
So Jon,
worst things to say after someone says that.
So Jon, Jon's dad fucks with him, right? And Jon's dad is like a human troll. So Jon,
have you ever seen a picture of Troll Dad?
Yeah,
that's Jon's dad.
That
Someone
is Jon's
took a photo of him one day.
And no, legitimately, Jon's dad will just fuck with him for no reason whatsoever. He'll phone him up and pretend like his mother's dead or something like that, just for the pure enjoyment of fucking with him. And one of my favourite things that he does is, right, Jon sits on his computer, and it's like, if you imagine he's sitting there on his desk, and to his left is his door, facing him. So he's facing the door out of his room. Just periodically, every, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever, his dad will just burst in and scream at him to frighten him, and then shut the door and leave. It's fantastic if you're talking to him on Skype, because he'll just like, so how was your day, blah, 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 and Jon and then you hear the door shut, and that's it. It was bizarre, right? Because for the first, I guess, I don't know, especially when Jon and I first started using Skype, it was like, I didn't bother asking. I just figured, that's just what happens. But then, after a while, I was like, Jon, what is that? Why'd you keep jumping every couple of things? I was like, it's my dad. He bursts into the room and terrifies me once every hour or so.
That's hilarious. If you want any reference, go way back in the Man of Fire catalogue, and there's a video where we're all thanking people and wishing people for a Merry Christmas. No, wait.
Are you talking about the thank you for guests?
Yeah, that was on your old channel, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on my old channel.
Is it still up?
Yeah.
Well, go check that out after you finish watching this. We'll put a link to it in the description or something. And it's the only video, at all, of Jon's room.
Yeah.
Like, so just imagine his dad bursting in frame and just going, blah, blah, blah.
but then immediately leaving. He doesn't say anything. He immediately, you can hear it. You can hear the, like, clink of the door opening, blah, 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 and then the clink of the door shutting. And I love it. I just love that, like, his dad's sitting there watching TV and he's like, you know, he's enjoying it. He's watching, like, The Real Hustler or whatever. It's like, oh, this is good. I could be a hustler.
Give me all the money. Okay.
Yeah, he just bursts into the house, give me the money, shuts the door, and then comes back the next day expecting the money. But no, you know, he's sitting there, he's like, you know, maybe thinking about having a wank over Jess, because aren't we all? And he's like, oh, fuck, I gotta go terrify Jon. Gets up, walks upstairs.
His phone just goes, beep, 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 beep. He's like, oh, it's time.
Oh, you know, you can get like that service where people will phone you to remind you of stuff. You know, it's like he's paid for that and everything. He pays like 25 quid a month just to have, excuse me, sir, it is time to terrify your son.
No, it's not that. It's a woman, and like she gets the call, and like she calls him up, and she's like, listen, I don't want to get involved. I don't know why I've been told to do this, but I'm supposed to remind you that you have to go terrify your son.
Oh yes, you're right. It is 6 o'clock. Let's go.
Like she doesn't know why she's been told this, or why this man hasn't been like caught by the police yet. Because she's just a desk jockey. She's not the one who took the call.
But I like that after, like, I don't know, a couple of months of doing it, she'd be like a lot more comfortable with it, and it would just be like, it's terrify time!
Actually, we don't want to say
Jon's father's name is fantastic. I don't know whether I should say it. I tell you what, I'll say it, and then I'll talk to Jon after this, and I'll bleep it if he doesn't want me to say it. So His name is so grand. It's Lance Charles Edward Webster. Doesn't that need to be a novel?
Every time you'd meet that guy, you'd be able to call him a different name.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Like, I'm not going to meet Jon's dad a lot, I don't think, anyway. Maybe we'll get buddy-buddy. But, like, every time I meet him, I'm going to call him a different name. And it's all going to be right.
Well, after the 4th time of meeting him, you're going to have to call him by one of the names you've already called him. And let's be frank, calling him Webster's a bit weird. Yeah. No, wait, sorry.
No, but you go...
Calling
right,
him Charles
so Lance,
or Edward
right,
is weird.
Next time, Lancey. Next, Charles, Charlie, Chuck. Like, you can go through all the names, like...
Do you realise, right, if Jon's not comfortable with this, it's going to be, you can call him Bleep, 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 Webster, Bleep. I mean, I don't think I have to bleep Webster, right? I think I'll be smart to work out that Jon's dad's last name is probably...
You can't tell them my dad has the same name as me.
Oh, man, I'm totally...
Now they know we're related.
Yeah. Oh, but it's just great. Just like, I want to know the thought process that, like, when did it start and why did it start? You know what I mean? What was he just sitting there one day just thinking, yeah, this will probably work. Blah! And
I want to see the first time, because at least after the first time, you're somewhat prepared. Like, it gets gradual, like, the more you're prepared and the less scary it gets. But, like, the first time has got to be the freakiest fucking thing that has ever happened to Jon. Like, that's probably why Jon's... Do you reckon he was in his crib? just playing with one of his toys, and then his dad sneaks into the room. No one else is in the room. He just kind of sneaks in, slides up beside the crib, and then she goes, "Bruh!" And the baby's like, "Ah!"
Maybe it's like it's all a part of the plan. He's training him to be prepared for when somebody jumps him in the future. Like it's been since birth. He's been like bursting into classrooms through Jon's entire education. You know what I mean?
Oh man!
And now we're gonna get the multiply. Blah, blah, blah. Slams the door. Teachers have no idea who he is. He's just some strange screaming man.
They should make the guys who made Slenderman should make a sequel.
Jon's Dad, the game.
Many names, man.
Oh man. Okay, I think we've exhausted that. Do you have any stories?
I have little ones. Like, I don't really have that much big stories this week.
You talk, right? Ramble on for a bit, and it might remind me of something funny.
Okay, well, today, actually, this is actually good. It's almost like it happened, because it's like, listen, you need to do one of those high energy things. The world has got to do something funny to Cameron, so they started chucking weird things at me. I was walking back from my grand's, because I had dinner up there, and I was walking down here, like, it was like 2 hours ago or so. And then I saw these guys, and they were clearly drunk. And this is, like, it's not even that late. It's, like, 4 right now when we're recording, so it was, like, 2 o'clock. So I'm like, oh, God, here we go. They're, like, stumbling around. But they're
also, let's just say for reference, it is also a Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. Like, these people are probably still drunk from the night before.
Yeah.
They're like, but what strikes me is, like, first I'm going to cross the street because I just don't want to be dealing with anyone like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait, I'm intrigued now because they were in full, like, posh get-up. Now, that's not just suits, because people can go out in suits and not be like posh. They can just be like, oh, you know, go into somewhere like a wedding or something like that.
Yeah. Or
But
maybe
they're
they
like,
just like the suits.
they've got sweater vests, like, they've got, like one's got a jumper.
One's got
and,
a
like,
jumper.
and a
Oh,
dicky-
what a freak. Jesus.
No, but like, you know, one of those like Lewis jumpers. That means nothing to anyone, but it's like a Christmas jumper that isn't Christmas themed.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then he's got a dicky bow tie. He's got like a beard that doesn't go above his like the bottom of his chin. So it's
Do
like
you
a
think-
it's like a neck beard, if you know what I mean, but it's
Do you
not a
think
neck
maybe
beard.
they're like, these guys are all part of some kind of crazy film where, you know, like in sometimes where the slobs swap places with the rich, and they're actually like they've swapped places with their identical twins who are actually really posh guys, and they're drunks, and they've just ended up swapping over, and hilarity ensues.
Yeah, right. And then there's one guy, and he's walking up, and I'm like, his hand is massive compared to his other hand. And that just confuses me.
that
All
confuses
these
me.
signs mixed up, I'm just like, I'm not crossing the road. I've got to get up to them and see if there's anything more. So there's one who's clearly
Hang on,
just...
whoa! What were you expecting? Like one of them to have a tail or
No,
something?
for
What are you
one,
really
of them,
looking
one
for?
of them to say something just like, what year is it? Or something to that effect. Like, I don't know what to happen. You can't avoid it. Like, movies have taught me not to avoid situations like this.
Movies are gonna get you killed.
So then, like, one's like they're the two clearly different types of drunk. Now, being a drinker yourself, you know there's loads of different types of drunks.
Oh,
Now,
yes.
one of them, the one with the dicky bow tie and the massive hand and the sweater vest, he was the type where he just wants to touch everything, if it moves or if it doesn't. Like, he's just walking like he's like zigzagging the pavement, touching all the cars, the floor, the lampposts, and then I'm just like, oh god. And then the other one is what I like to call the Batman drunk. Right? Now, I don't drink, so
I'm so eager to learn what the Batman drunk is.
No, I don't drink, so one of my favorite things to do is just like observe and judge people who drink. Not judge as in like, oh, you're drinking, so that's bad.
No, but like
judge
Judge
why,
the situation, yeah.
yeah, judge the situation, why they're drunk, blah blah blah. So like he's walking and he's what I call the Batman drunk, and this is a person who gets drunk and thinks his life is like the single most important mission on the planet, because he walks like as all right, he's drunk, so he's not walking that straight, but as straight as he can, with like his arms coming up to his face, and then you know the motion I mean, don't you?
Yeah.
Like the walking motion, but it
So
looks
like
he's
walking
running.
with purpose. Like
Yeah,
walking
like walking with
feeling.
purpose. He looks straight dead ahead. He looks past everyone. Even if you get in his line of sight, he's still somehow looking past you. And his face just says,
He's I think I may have just ruined your punchline. Go ahead.
and his face just like says, I am going to do this thing. So then he's walking and he's like, and he's just silent the entire time.
Yeah,
And
you
it
just pulled a
always-
face, didn't you? You
Yeah,
realised
I
we're on
know.
Skype.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm a horrible podcast. I've been doing them over like 2 years now and I'm still horrible. Like, his face, like, and his body, and like, whenever he stands still, he just looks like Batman. Like, you can do the whole thing, like, you know, a lot of superhero movies, people, like, go up to the main hero, and they, like, put paper over his face to see if he's the superhero. Like, they do it in The Dark Knight for Harvey Dent, because they think he's Batman.
Paper. What are you talking
Like,
about?
they put something over at the top of his face, so you can only see the bottom, his mouth.
Oh, I see. To see if you reckon.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see it.
Like, you could
Okay.
do that to this, like, this type of drunk, and he'd look like Batman.
Do you want to know my favorite type of drunk?
Yeah.
My favorite type of drunk is the drunk person whose present and future self are different people. So they think that they can pin everything they do this night on their future selves, and it won't matter. It's like, that's future me's problem. It doesn't matter, and we'll do anything. I'm one of those drunks. Oh god, I just knocked my mic. I'm one of those drunks, very, very much, and it makes a lot of sense at the time. You know, you're like, this won't matter. It's not my problem, and then it really is your problem, and you've killed a penguin and fucked it. You know, and
Aw.
suddenly you have to deal with it.
No, but then I'm just like, right, this is too hilarious. Like, it's always in the back of my mind. I knew that we had to do this, which I didn't. This was literally like a last minute thing. So I'm
No,
walking up.
whoa, no, this was really planned. We have Jack and Cam scheduled weeks in
Yeah,
advance.
totally. Like
Yeah,
we've got another
yeah.
3 episodes. Wait. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
So I'm walking up to these guys and I'm like, right, I've got to figure out more. This is getting more hilarious the closer I get. And then I start like kind of walking faster, but not trying to alert them because I just can't take it. It's like I need to see like if there's anything. I walk up and then Touchy McTutcherson is like sees me and he just looks at me. And then this freaks me out. Like I've been so excited and then I just get scared because he's looking at me with eyes like, me and Batman over here are going to kill you. I'm just like, oh God.
I'm going to touch you, and he's the drunk this town needs.
So I walk past him, and by this point, like, I've forgotten all my excitement. It's just drained out of me. Now I'm pale. I'm pale with, like, fear, because I realise that I'm in Talbot. And I'm just like, oh
And
God.
as you learned from the first High Energy Entertainment, Cameron got punched in the... Was it? Where'd you get
I
punched?
got head-butted in the nose.
That was it, yeah.
No, so I'm just like, all right, now I'm pale. I'm running fast. Batman drunk. I'm not worried about him because he's clearly not. He's not aware of anything that's going on. He's just looking ahead. So all I have to avoid is Touchy McTutchinson. So I'm just kind of like walking, and then I kind of sway past him, and he does the whole thing of like he tried to touch me, and then his hand follows me, but it doesn't quite get me.
Did he really try to touch you?
I thought, right, this is what he looks like because I just put it in my head, like his hand came out towards me, and as I passed, it followed me. I was kind of like, oh no, I missed him.
No!
So then I just kind of like
Touchy!
walked super fast past him, missed him, but then also kind of felt bad because I was like, I
should have
don't know
let him
what he
touch
was
me.
doing. Turned around and he was still there. Batman drug was gone. Batman drug carried on walking. But Touchy McTutchinson had turned and looked like the saddest drunk man I've ever seen.
Aww.
He was so sad, and his hand was out, and I realised he wasn't trying to touch me. He's trying to shake my hand. And I looked down at the hand he was trying to shake. And first of all, I was like, okay, this is the massive hand. And then I realised why. It was in a cast, like one of those wrist up casts.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, that's why he's massive. But I would have realised that if he wasn't covered in dirt. It was like he had been digging out of his own grave with his hand.
Are
and
you
nothing
sure you
else.
didn't encounter zombie drunks?
I don't know, because I was just like, that's why I thought it was so massive, because like it clearly was a bandage from close up, but from far away, it just looked like he was wearing like a big glove or something. So then he was like trying to shake my hand, and then I was like, all right. I shook his hand. He goes, oh, sorry, man. For some reason, it's covered in dirt. I'm like, how do you not know how your hand got covered from the elbow up in dirt? And then he's just like, oh, sorry, man. Anyway,
I have a drunk story. And
then I just walked home and was scared. But yeah, carry on.
Fair enough. I felt like that was the end of your story. I didn't like lead you off. Okay, so I need to give some free context to this. So a couple of weeks ago, you were there for the first part anyway, Cam. We went to a friend's party at a pub. Right? It was a nice night. We sat there, we drank, we drank, we fought, we made our ancestors proud, and then the night ended at about 11 p.m. and it was like, this is not the time. And it's Saturday as well. We're like, no, this is unacceptable. We are doing something else. You and Rhys went home, and after that, I don't remember much. But basically, in my mind, I was at the pub, and the next thing I know, I was in town in a pub club. Well, it was more of a pub, but there was a dance floor, dancing with Jack Thomas. So it was like the night in my mind goes
from anime duo fame.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can't believe you forgot. He's also, I think, in our box on YouTube. You should go check him out. He's a funny guy. But basically the night goes for me like, quiet night, pub, this is nice, cracking a laugh. I was with some friends I hadn't seen for ages as well. Dancing with Jack Thomas in town. Like, what? This is weird. But it was fun. And the thing is as well, because Jack is such a reserved guy, and he's really mellow, really laid back. I don't
think he's reserved, but yeah, you're right. He like doesn't say anything unless it warrants anything.
Yeah. And his dancing reflects that. Like, it's very... He dances with purpose. He dances because he means to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And like, but the thing is, he doesn't take off his bag for anything. He has this like messenger bag, and I'm pretty sure it's like
messenger.
I don't know, messenger bag. Yeah, that's what they're called. Like,
is it?
Yeah.
Is it the one that I have? Like,
yeah, the thing we all have for college. Yeah.
I didn't know the name of it. I just called it an over-the-shoulder strap, like satchel thing.
All right, satchel then, but messenger bag.
But
whatever.
yeah, it's a Soul Eater bag. It's really cool.
Yeah. Anyway, but he never takes that off. Right? He brings it everywhere and never, ever, ever takes it off. And he doesn't take off his jacket either. And he's got like this pretty plain blue hoodie with his hat on and his bag. But he's there in a pub, and a lot of people are dressed up. I was dressed up too, and he's there like that, just kind of jigging a little bit. It was awesome. That's not the main reason I brought this up anyway. I have a really weird drunk bit. So we were in the bit where I was dancing with Jack, and I decided to go to the bar to get a drink, and it is packed. It is roofed in there. Right? I can't think of an anecdote. It was really, really big. That's all I can say. But so big, I can't think of a joke. Me and one of the guys we went to town with came with me to the bar. And then this really, really drunk guy comes up, sort of holding his drink like at head level, and looks at me, looks at the guy I'm with, and goes, now, in English, that meant, "Will you hold this, please?" But I had no... Because I couldn't really hear him.
Plus, you're drunk too.
Plus, I'm very drunk too. And the music was really loud, so it was just like... like the pyro from TF2. But the guy I was with clearly spoke drunk, and he just sort of went, "Yeah, all right," and grabbed his drink. Now, again, I didn't know what he said, so I thought that... like, my friend had misunderstood and thought the guy was giving him the drink, and he's gone, "Yeah, right," and took this guy's drink. And I thought, this guy is going to punch my friend. But then the guy, like, sort of like bends over a little bit, sort of pats himself down, and right, this, I shit you not, this is exactly what happens.
Okay.
He looks at my friend, goes, and then grabs my forehead, I am not making this up, and kisses it. Grabs it and kisses my forehead, takes his drink, and leaves. I shit you not.
Whether you're looking at it from the real perspective, or the drunk Jack perspective, that is always a weird story.
It was nuts. But the thing is, I was so drunk I didn't care. You know, I was just like, "Oh, all right then, let's go get a drink."
You got his drink back.
But the thing is, my mate wasn't even really phased. But I think my mate might have known the guy, which creeps me out even more because that means him kissing the forehead wasn't weird. It was just what he does. It was the weirdest situation. That night was full of weird stories. I'm sure I'll tell some more at some point. But for now, I think we're out of time.
Oh man, this is the drunk edition. Well, no, it was half crazy dad's edition and half drunk edition.
Maybe next time we'll do the drunk dad's edition.
Yeah, man, I might. Oh, my father. I'll bring my father on actually. Because my father listens to some of these, and he like, it's not his comedy, but like he'll enjoy some of them. I'm sure, like if I can get him drunk, actually, I'll convince him to come on one of these.
Oh man, I now all I want to do is tell the drunk stories I know about your dad. But
no,
we'll save it.
That needs to be in a proper podcast with the other guys there.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Please follow us on Twitter at @JackManOnFire and @CameronPMorris. There are links in the description.
Oh, dude, you remembered it.
That's awesome. I'm getting good. I'm getting professional. Check me out. Please subscribe, do all that lovely stuff, like, favorite, and comment. Especially comment. We want to know your feedback. Tell you what.
Sorry, carry on.
Go on. No, go ahead.
Oh, I like, especially with audio things, I like putting little Easter eggs for the people who listened all the way. Message me humbug. I don't know why. On YouTube, and I will subscribe to you for at least 2 weeks. And if I enjoy, I will stay subscribed.
Yeah,
but
that would be what's up with that. Not Man on Fire. Do not message Man on Fire.
No, don't message Man on Fire. Message my personal channel. You can find that in our box on Man on Fire.
Or you can go to our new partner page and click on Cameron, and it'll take you straight there.
Yeah,
so,
click me. I'm on the banner, man. But no, because I just like finding out that people listened all the way because it makes me really happy and stuff. So yeah. You don't have to do that. I mean, you could just comment, "Oh, I listened all the way," but like that's just
let us know what you think, and also please share any strange dad stories or strange drunk stories you have in the comments.
Yeah, we might even read them out.
Thanks for watching, and I know there's one person who's listened to this all the way through, and that's Jack Thomas. Hi, Jack.
Hey, Jack. We love your constant harassment of the female race.
Whoa!
That's a quote from something that neither you or Jack Thomas have seen.
We're gonna definitely wrap that up.
Your
there.
constant harassment of the female race makes me sick.
All right. Anyway, subscribe, like, comment, and favorite. I'm Jack Morris.
I'm Cameron Morris. No relation.
No relation. See you next time.
Bye.
All right, let's stop it.